Okay, cool. So yeah, I started in the foster care system when I was 5, and then I bounced from house to house um, for like the early part of my childhood, and went to like a residential treatment area for most of middle school, or for a couple years in middle school, and then I went through high school with my last foster family, and yeah, I went through high school and I succeeded in that, and they helped me a lot. They like kept on me with grades and made sure that I wasn't falling apart. Like made sure I was turning in everything, which was nice. And yeah, my foster parents have been really helpful, and most of the stuff like moving me to college and helped me with my dorm and like buying everything for my dorm and working through that transition.
Do you see your biological parents?
No, I haven't seen them in a long time. So yeah, I haven't really been able to for most of my life, and it's kind of difficult sometimes. But when you have people around you that like take over that spot, they like fill that spot for you. You can work with it. Like it's like the best replacement you can in a bake or like in a cake or something. You're replacing sugar for Splenda. They're pretty close, but they're not quite there. But yeah. And so yeah, they're really. I mean, they're really helpful. They helped me with college, and they helped me decide like what I want to do and all that fun stuff.
And do you think that your successes are in part because of them, but in part because of your own perseverance?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're very helpful, but I mean, a successful person isn't just based on the people around them. They also have to work for it. And so like I tried hard, and like I wanted to be helped. Like I wanted assistance here and there, but I've always been pretty independent. So like I worked really hard in high school. I was involved in the extracurriculars that I had to be to go to college. And now in college, I'm like part of a fraternity. I play sports. I'm on the Quidditch team at the U, which is really fun. And I have my groups that I'm involved in, and that like I help captain and help lead. And so like I like to think that I'm one of the people that turned out well in the system. And yeah, like we were talking like for college essays and that sort of stuff. I use my experience. Like you can pretty much just tell your life story, and it's different than anyone else has heard. And without meaning to, you're kind of inspirational for other people, because like, I went through a lot when I was younger, but like just the fact that like you kept going when some people would stop going, and like they'd just stay where they are and just kind of let life happen to them, than actually take control of their life. I like to think that I'm just like a statistic breaker in that sense. Like I was one of the people that went to college, and that's actually trying to better the world and help people that may be in my situation or may not be. And so yeah, just trying to help other people. And I think that's the best job you can have, honestly, is to lead and help others, because it's the only thing that's gonna be left behind you when you die, is like the people that you influence. And not a lot of people get to influence people in their life unless they have kids of their own. I mean, you influence your friends, and that's about it. But as a foster parent, you get to influence not only your friends and your kids, but any of the foster kids that you have, and also any, like by extension, any of the people that your foster kids influence. And so, because of my parents, I've been able to help a lot of people through like work, and because I'm studying education, I'm gonna be able to help generations of students. And without them, I would have never really had that opportunity. And I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just like a giant pyramid. Like the world would be a lot different without them here. And it's not really something you like. It's kind of a perspective that you don't really see in most jobs. Most jobs you work and you get paid and you work towards retirement. And then you live. You can just kind of like live in retirement, but in this job you work and you get paid, but you also help people. And yeah, that's the best thing you can do, because it helps others, and you just keep the world being a little bit better that time. See ya.